Have you ever been scared by a toilet seat? Well, I have many times actually. Many modern Japanese houses will have toilet seats with lids that lift up automatically. And every time I go into a bathroom with one of these, I think someone is in there and apologize and realize no one is even there. Besides automatic toilet seats, there's a lot of other cool things about Japanese houses, so come with me on a tour through different parts of Japanese houses. Do some type of ad-lib sound here. Okay, something that's different than Western houses is that pretty much everyone has a camera doorbell. These things have been popular in Japan since the 1980s. Also, your house usually has a nameplate on it. People sometimes have it in the Latin alphabet. But why? Why do they do that? I don't know, maybe sometimes they like it. Okay, the next thing is that doors open outwards because of the genkan or entryway. Also, many times your mailbox is attached to the inside of the door and there's usually a shelf to put your shoes. So if the door opened inwards, all that would be blocked. Also, doors usually have this little peephole. The next room is the kitchen. One big difference is that Japanese houses rarely have an oven, but many microwaves can be used as an oven. I tried to make cinnamon rolls one time using American measurements and ended up with a microwave-shaped block of dough that still tasted good. Gas stoves are the norm in Japan. Gas stove supremacy. They just cook things so much faster, and I love that because I can't wait for food when I'm hungry. Meow! You can also get range hood covers from Daiso and stick them on the hood with magnets to keep them clean. So convenient. Stoves usually have a built-in fish fryer. Just press a button and cook the fish perfectly. My favorite part of a Japanese kitchen is the sink. They usually will have a food filtering system already built in. There's a top cover piece. The next part is a bucket that's like a sieve. You can get little nets to go over it also from Daiso, which makes disposing the food or debris so easy. And then under that is the part you can twist open for easy cleaning. Notice how the hole is not flush with the bottom. It's a little raised to be the last line of defense against food going down the drain. It's just so thoughtful and I love it. Many times kitchens will have this panel that lets you fill up the bathtub. You can set your desired water level and water temperature. You can even reheat the water and drain the tub. Sometimes houses will have a storage space in the floor called a yukashita shuno. This storage space is used to keep things cool and dry. Now on to the bathroom. Japanese bathrooms usually have the toilet in a separate room. One thing that doesn't make sense to me though is that the light switch is outside the room. That just makes it so easy for a murderer to turn off the light while you're on the toilet. Anyway, many toilets will have a sink on the top of them. This is so that you can wash your hands and reuse the water for the next flush. Lots of people have special slippers for using the toilet. You usually wear indoor slippers around the house, but before entering the bathroom, you switch to the toilet slippers placed at the door, and then when you're done, you leave the toilet slippers outside the bathroom, and then you put your regular slippers back on. Many toilet paper holders have a built-in serrated edge that makes ripping the toilet paper so easy, and some doors to the toilet room will even have an indicator that shows if the toilet is in use. Bidets are the norm for Japanese toilets and have buttons to adjust water temperature, pressure, and angle. Sink areas with mirrors are usually also separated from toilets and bathtubs. This is nice, especially if you need to use the sink while someone is showering or using the toilet, and will oftentimes have a switch that turns on a defogger for the mirror. So you turn it on, hop in the shower, and when you come out, part of the mirror will be crystal clear. You can also change how the water comes out of the faucet. Also on these sinks, the shelves are easily removable so you can arrange them however you want. Unlike houses in the US, mirrors don't usually open to the medicine cabinet. So, the bath and shower rooms. Japanese bathtubs are usually very deep because bathing is such a big part of the culture. The shower head is typically outside of the bathtub area and it's almost never fixed to the wall. And the whole room can get wet. There's often a mirror and a faucet at the bottom of the shower head for filling up buckets used to pour water over oneself. And bathtubs will usually have the same panel we saw in the kitchen nearby. Did I mention that they are also an intercom that you can use to talk to someone at the other panel? Older houses will have more traditional style bathtubs that look like this, but let me tell you, your whole body can fit in there. It is also typical to have a cover that goes over the tub to keep the water warm. Okay, washers and dryers. Many times houses will have a 2-in-1 washer dryer, but most people just hang dry their clothes. In more modern houses, the bath/shower room will have a feature that turns the room into a big dryer, so it's drying up the water from taking a shower and drying your clothes at the same time. Many times your washing machine will have a long hose that you can put into the bathtub and reuse the water for the washing machine. Next is the washitsu, or traditional Japanese room. These rooms have tatami or reed mats as the floor. You might be wondering, where are the bedrooms? Well, oftentimes this room is used as a bedroom. Japanese people sleep on futon, which are put away during the day. Fun fact, the square footage of Japanese houses are still measured by how many tatami mats can fit per room. This isn't particular to washitsu, but curtains will usually have a magnet at the top so they can close all the way. Thanks for joining me on a quick tour of Japanese houses. I hope you learned something new. Thank you for watching Culture Note.